Welcome to Pisces season. Sorry, I'm late. Pisces are sometimes late as well because they tend to get lost in dream world, or they don't like boundaries. They don't like walls. They don't like rules. Seven of coins has fallen out while I began the chat, so we're just going to jump right into this. I am here in Sintra, in Portugal, in the forest right now, and I am on like day 6 of ceremony, which is very Piscean, because this is a huge opportunity for us to deeply connect with all levels of our soul, all levels of our being, so that we can actually transmute and release and understand and integrate. And that is what this whole season is all about. We're going to get into all of the details, of course, but I would like to just say thank you for joining me. If you've got your astro calendar, you can open up to your notes, maybe your March notes, because we're moving towards March as we move into Pisces season. And yeah, feel free to just write down whatever resonates. If you haven't purchased the astro calendar, well, if you want to, the link is below. If you haven't, just maybe pull out your notepad or whatever. You're going to receive the downloadable workbook as well. You should have already received it because you downloaded this. So in the folder or check in your downloads, you'll see another PDF. And that PDF is the workbook. It'll have a lot of this information in it, but I'm going to try to keep my information a little bit more, I'm just going to kind of flow. And then all of the other, like, point by point we have in the notebook. Okay, so again, Pisces season, the last chapter. We've arrived, finally. I also like that my face keeps going like kind of shadow, kind of light, depending on where I am, because I think Pisces has the ability to dive into that shadow world, to experience it, to feel it. The emotions are very intense at times during Pisces season. It's mutable water energy, so it's very flexible, adaptive, but sometimes it can be too flexible. Some of the downfalls of Pisces energy in a low vibration is that they don't have boundaries, or they get lost in another person. So this season, we may find that we get lost in some of the people around us, or that we feel we're really aware of just how lost we can be in society. Have you ever been at a party or you're around a group of people and halfway through the experience, you're just like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, and you're just like, you're lost in it. You arrive and, it starts good and maybe you have a couple drinks or whatever. And then next thing you know, you're just like having conversations you don't want to have. You're around people you don't want to be around. You're doing things you don't want to be doing. And you're just like, ugh. So be careful with that energy this month, because again, Pisces energy in a low vibration can be tied to escapism. That can be manifested through food, overeating, shopping, anything that's going to numb you out, drugs, alcohol, sex. Not to say that we can't enjoy a drink or smoke a joint or have some good sex. Like, by all means, we're human. We're here for the human experience. So I think that everything in balance, we absolutely should enjoy all of those things in balance. But Pisces energy sometimes, sorry, there's a bird chirping right here. Pisces energy sometimes, it's hard to find balance at times. It is. I want to talk a little bit about the modern day astrology tied to Pisces. So Pisces rules the 12th house in modern day astrology. If you look at the zodiacal wheel, the 12th house is the last house. So we've gone through Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, blah, 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 all the way around. We've gone through all of the seasons of the year. This is the final chapter of the 2021 energetic year. So we finally have this opportunity to stop and reflect. It's a water sign, so it's emotional. So how we feel about the year that we just came out of, it's mutable. So you have an opportunity to adjust. So how do I feel about these things? And what do I want to adjust about those situations, about moving forward? When I think of the 12th house, I think of spirituality, elevation, integration, awareness, exploration. I also think about endings, but with every ending, there is a new beginning. So Pisces season is literally asking us to pause and reflect. This card fell out. This man is literally paused and he is reflecting on all of the seeds that he's planted. Look at the growth. 7 of coins. Some things are coming to fruition for sure. Are they ready yet? No. Bottom of the deck, I have the Judgment card reverse and just saw that. I love that. This is an opportunity for a new beginning. It's reversed because we haven't entered the new start just yet. We aren't in that next chapter, but we can feel it coming. Spring is around the corner. Spring will bring the spring equinox. The spring equinox initiates Aries season. Aries is a fire sign. Fire ignites and sparks and starts something. And that cardinal fire energy is asking us to drive forward in a new way. So before we drive forward in a new way, before we pick all of these fruits off of our tree, we need to A, be patient while they continue to ripen. We also need to adjust certain things about ourselves, emotionally, physically, energetically, so that when we are ready to launch into this next chapter, when Aries season and the spring equinox arrives and this new energetic year begins, we've made the adjustments necessary, or we're at least aware of the adjustments that need to be made so that we can create the necessary foundations into this next cycle that will actually bring us success and love, abundance, opportunity, peace, security, stability, etc. So when I see, oh my gosh, this is such a Pisces card also. The Queen of Cups. That is as Piscean as you can get, folks. This Judgment card reverse is saying there's a new chapter that awaits. There is a new beginning that is coming. It's reversed because we're being asked to be patient. This 7 of coins is also a card of patience. So like in the meantime, oh my God, and I love that. Oh wow, and Taurus energy. Whoa, literally Taurus, and Gemini. What the fuck? Wow, I love this. I love this shit. So this new opportunity is coming. We need to pause and reflect. We need to reassess how we are, who we have become. You are a completely different person than you were a month ago. You are a completely different person than you were 12 months ago. And if you aren't, or you don't feel like it, then let's get on it, because we're supposed to grow. We're supposed to evolve. You're not supposed to be, surrounded by the same people your entire life. You're not supposed to do the same things your entire life. You meet people, you experience situations, and they can be heartbreaking, they can be exhilarating, they can be exciting, they can be sad. These wins, these losses. In Pisces season, in the 12th house energy, as we're wrapping things up, we have an opportunity to reflect on all of that and to say, who the fuck am I now? Who am I after this last cycle? And we have this opportunity to start again, but we're in Pisces season. We are not in Aries. We are not in the first house. So it's not time to charge forward. And look, the Page of Wands, this is literally a fresh start because it's a page. It's the youngest of the royal family, you could say. It's also fire energy because it's a wand. Fire energy. The next fire season is Aries. Aries is literally the spark and the like infant. It's like the baby of the whole zodiac. This is the baby of the royal family. And it's upside down because it's not time for us to act on that Aries energy. All of the planets are direct right now. So of course, things are moving forward and we're dealing with a lot of action in Capricorn. So there's a lot of foundational things that are coming into play right now. We have Mars and Venus and Pluto. They're all going to be pretty much conjunct, which means together in Capricorn during the new moon in Pisces on March 3rd. That new moon in Pisces, I believe Mercury will also be conjunct. So Mercury will also be with Saturn in Aquarius. So like we've got these conjunctions happening. We've got a grouping of planets. When a grouping of planets happens, those three planets' energy, or the two planets, the energy comes together and it creates a new cycle. It explodes into a new vibration, let's say. So we have this opportunity to build these structures right now. All of the planets are moving forward. Mercury in Aquarius has us thinking in new ways. We are coming up with new ideas about the future, about who we are, about what we want to be doing for the long term, Capricorn. So we have these ideas about the future with Mercury in Aquarius because Aquarius is future thinking. Also, how can I be of service to all of the people around me? How can I be of service to humankind, mankind, person kind, whatever you want to call it? How can my gifts contribute, and how can I be rewarded and compensated fairly so that I can value what I'm receiving, Venus in Capricorn. So the hard work that I do comes with a reward. I want to make sure that that reward is something that I feel I deserve internally so that I can maintain it, so it can continue to grow and invite in more abundance. But also, if I'm doing hard fucking work, I want to be compensated. So that energy right now is asking us to create the foundations in which we can be properly compensated so we can live comfortably, doing what we can do with our gifts that will support mankind. And with Mars in Capricorn, how do we protect that? How do we protect that side of ourselves? By saying, no, this is a bullshit fucking offer. I don't fucking want that in my life. Or by saying, I'm going to get up and I'm going to start that fucking business and I'm going to fucking move forward doing my fucking thing because this feels right. And I have all of these future thoughts about who I can be, how I can get there, what I can do. And I know that there is value here and that I feel connected to this. So I want to take action, building the foundations and the structures to do that. So right now we have an opportunity to figure out all of those details, to sort through all of that information and to figure out where did these pieces go. But in that experience, emotionally, we have also changed. So the people around us are changing. The experiences we're having are changing because our external world is going to really start catching up and it's going to start manifesting the experience that we're having in our internal world, which are higher value relationships, better opportunities, better connections, more love. So as we're moving into this new chapter, we're being asked to pause because the new chapter actually starts in about 30 days. And it's going to be like step one of the new chapter. It's not going to be like in 30 days, boom, everything shows up. No, but in 30 days, you are now going to really understand yourself in a different capacity. And with that knowledge, you can move forward, creating an entire new cycle. Aries season is going to start us off on the new cycle. So you have this opportunity right now in Pisces season, Queen of Cups reverse, to get all of that emotional baggage up and out. All of these old ideas that don't serve you, that keep you small, that keep you in fear, that keep you thinking you can't fucking do it, get rid of them. They need to go. We need to be patient. We need to allow the process to happen because that's the other thing. You cannot force this process. You can't force the process. It takes the time it takes. And you're going to have your own internal clock your guides are also working for you in your favor every fucking day. So whatever you're experiencing right now, if you don't think that that is supporting you, if you don't think that your current experience is working to get you to where you really want to be, then you're not seeing it properly. I get it. It's not always great and it doesn't always feel nice, but the universe and your guides and angels and your God or whatever the fuck you pray to is constantly calculating what they need to figure out to get you the things you need to help you manifest what you want in this life. And that doesn't always feel nice because sometimes we want deeper love, but you're not going to get deeper love from that person. So they need to remove that person, but you don't want to remove that person because you're attached to that person because you think that person is going to give you what you want, but you're going to find that somewhere else. That's the same with work, with friends. You want better friends. You want to make more money. You can't make more money in that job, baby girl. That's why you got fired. That's why you got fired. Because you've been doing the new moon workshops. You've been saying, I want more money. And God is looking at you being like, you're not going to make any more money here, baby. It's not going to happen, bitch. You got to go. So like you're getting fired. Or you feel that need to quit. Or that fucking asshole at the fucking water fountain or whatever. I don't have a corporate job, so I don't know where people meet. In the lunchroom is like, that bitch is always going to be a bitch because there's friction. The friction is so that you release the friction and you find flow. And you need to find flow because in flow, there are less boundaries. In flow, there are less obstacles. And in flow, when you bump into something, you know that it's redirecting you to flow in a different direction. You're like water. You're mutable water. Welcome to Pisces season. So flow through the river. When you hit a rock, go around it. When you hit a branch, go over it and keep flowing. Do what you need to do. And at these roadblocks, just understand that everything is always constantly working in your favor. Everything. Even that trauma, even that heartbreak, all of those hard lessons, everything is working for you, not against you, not to you. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. So we need to be patient and we need to accept some of those hard truths, that these aren't people we want to be around, that these aren't situations we want to be in, that these aren't jobs that are going to benefit us. And in that energy, we need to internally reconcile that pain or that excitement. We need to accept that truth. We need to allow that truth to bring more possibility. And then with that, we can actually move forward in a new chapter with better flow, better opportunity, expansion, deeper connections, love, etc. So as we move through slowing down before we spark this new beginning, my cards are ripping because they're so used, but that's okay. Should I take it off? No, I'll just leave it. Sorry. Let's pin that back. Anyways, this is going to be Aries season. We're going to start fresh. Then we've got literally Earth next, Taurus season. We've got these new ideas. We're learning new skills. We're starting new things mentally. We're having new conversations. The spark has begun. And then we've got Taurus next. We're going to figure out, we're not moving. We're not galloping forward. The horse is not moving. But we're sitting here and we're holding these ideas and we're getting ready to invest our time, energy, money into different things because we want to start new cycles. This also is Taurus energy, which I love, which I think in Taurus season, some of you are going to find real fucking commitments. Some of you also moving towards marriage or deeper engagement in relationship. Some of you definitely looking to figure out structures, resources, boundaries, contracts, all of that shit is coming to you. Give it 60 days, 85 days, it's coming. And then you've got Gemini here with the King of Swords, where it's like, bitch, I've got the idea, the investment of time, energy, or money. I've got these structures, the foundations, and now I'm speaking my truth. And now I'm moving forward, communicating what it is that I need. And I'm getting ready to fucking build this kingdom even larger. So we've definitely got a lot of great things coming. Oh my God, the card that fell off the bottom. I picked up the deck and one fell off the bottom and it's the wheel reversed. This is literally the cycle completion and we're stepping through the new chapter. And when it's reversed, we're almost there, bitch. You're almost fucking there. So chill, okay? Don't force it. You've got that 7 of coins that fell out first. You need to just let things take care of themselves. Also, life isn't so serious. Have more fun. This is Pisces season. Get creative, move your body, dance, write some music, write poetry, like do what you got to do to feel good. Get creative. This is a hugely creative time. Jupiter is also in Pisces. So Jupiter in Pisces means added expansion, added dreams, dream big. You don't need 6 figures. You're going to be a fucking millionaire. Dream bigger. You're going to be a billionaire and you're going to donate millions of dollars to change the fucking world. Single-handedly, you can do that. That's the direction I'm moving in. I am more than happy to accept that abundance and to share that abundance with millions of people. So like, fuck bitch, bring it on. Like, what do I have to be scared of? My own power, my own wealth, my own success, my own beauty, my own charm, my own gifts. Why the fuck else do I have them if I'm not here to share them? Same with you. What are you doing? Stop talking small. Stop playing small. So other people can be comfortable? Fuck that. 12th house, mysticism, curiosity, spiritual exploration, modern views. Modern views. Where you were, all of that is not going to get you where you need to go. It taught you something, you learned, that's amazing, but where you're going, you need to think in a new way. You need to apply that knowledge and reinvent it in a new way. Mercury in Aquarius, thinking futuristic, learning the system, breaking the system down and rewriting it so that it serves the fucking people, right? Mars in Capricorn, fighting the old structures, tearing them down. Look at the fucking governments around us crumbling. Look at the bullshit with like NATO and Russia and all this shit. I'm not getting involved. I'm not saying whose side I'm on. You've got the trucker convoy in Canada fighting the fucking government. It's like, I'm just happy that some people are saying, fuck this. This is bullshit. And like, you know what? Whatever side anybody's on, it doesn't even matter. We're not getting into politics, but like Mars in Capricorn. Old structures don't fucking work. If we're not being protected by the people around us, by the governments around us, by the structures that we've established, then we need to tear them down and we need to rewrite them. So like, this is the time. Don't get too flexible. Like, flexibility is great, but don't release your boundaries so that other people can have their happiness, so that other people can take up their space. No, like we can all take up space equally, but don't get too flexible on your internal rules, your boundaries, so that other people are happy, because people pleasing is a big thing for Piscean energy. So just watch that. The last thing is that we've also got Pluto in Capricorn. And that again is literally death and rebirth for long-term structures and stability, resources, work, the karma too. We've paid off so much karma. So it's time to literally drop it and let it go. Let go of the stories. You learned, maybe it wasn't easy to learn. A lot of these lessons are also great. You know how many lessons I had to learn this year that were also like, oh, I can be abundant as fuck? Amazing. Let me go rent a shala and just chill in the fucking yoga studio. It's like, oh, that's great. That's a lesson to learn. You know what I mean? Not all lessons are hard. So like, what wins do you have? What great lessons did you learn this year as well? March 3rd, we've got that big new moon. This is also the last new moon of last year's energy, of 2021 energy. This is the final new moon. So this will come to culmination in 6 months from now, the Pisces full moon. So like, take the new moon workshop, commit to your fucking vision, dream big. It's happening. Maybe not on your watch, maybe not the way you thought it would, because life isn't linear, by the way. So like, go with it, go with the flow, remember? Okay, we're gonna do the meditation. It's gonna be maybe 10 minutes. It's just gonna be a visualization. It's gonna be really simple, this one. I'm sorry, there's like a gardener here, like a land keeper, and he's like cleaning. He wasn't here 30 minutes ago, but so if you hear the bzzz in the background, whatever. But I invite you to now lay down to get comfortable. Close your eyes. I'm gonna take a deep inhale together. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And release, 2, 3, 4. And now the first thing I want you to do is to just visualize, and it can be whatever comes to mind. Don't overthink it. But one big lesson that you learned this year. It doesn't necessarily need to be a bad lesson. It can be a good lesson, a great lesson. It could be a really difficult lesson. It could be something, it could be something that was really hard, was really heavy, or something that was really happy and expansive. But I just want you to think of either the situation or the person that brought on that lesson this year. Who are they? What did they do? What was your part in that lesson? What was your part? What was your role? Maybe you didn't have strong enough boundaries. Maybe your boundaries were right on point. What did you learn from this experience? Was there another situation in the past that was similar to this experience and maybe you didn't learn that time around, and this time you really figured it out? I want you to send gratitude to yourself for growing through this. I want you to send gratitude for the teachers who were there in whatever form they were in that brought this lesson towards you. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or forgive them, or maybe you just need to show gratitude to yourself or to those people for what came from this situation. But I just want you to know that it was part of your journey. It was part of the lessons that you needed so that you can move into the next space more gracefully, so that you can have a stronger foundation moving forward. Now, the next thing I want you to visualize is one big win. What were you doing? What did you do that created such a success? It doesn't even need to be something so massive. It could just be that you really committed to that new routine, or that you let go of that dependency or that addiction or that person, or that you showed up here and that you're fucking committed to figuring yourself out. What do your next steps look like? And how can you apply the knowledge you now have? The success that you've gained, no matter how big or small, how can you apply that to the steps moving forward? How can you relax into this space of acknowledgement that you're proud of yourself, that you figured it out? How can you find ease and comfort in that? I want you to just tell yourself how proud you are of what it is that you've achieved, no matter how big or small. And I want you to just feel that energy of accomplishment within your body. Feel that vibration and get familiar with it, because we want to invite more of that in. Jupiter in Pisces is bringing us really good luck, really good opportunities for abundance and expansion. So allow that vibration to soften into your being, that vibration of success, joy, accomplishment, no matter how big or small. This is the energy we want to sit in moving forward. Now, the last thing I want you to visualize is your future self and what's coming next. A high vibrational experience that you're currently manifesting, a version of you living in a future timeline where you're healthier, more abundant. Maybe you're more financially stable. Maybe you're running that business you've been dreaming of, or you found that partner you've always longed for. Whatever it is, you don't need to visualize it if you can't visualize it. If you can, that's great. But if you cannot, then just feel the energy of having it, of running that business, of being financially stable and independent, of serving the people. Mercury is in Aquarius. How can you give back? How do you feel in this moment? And what do you look like? How do you feel at your healthiest? When you're most confident? When you're in control of yourself and your response and your actions? And when you're grateful and living in gratitude for all that you've got because you're so abundant that you can share. I want you to feel this energy, feel this vibration, and we're going to inhale together as we deepen our connection and our familiarity with this energy. So let's inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold as we lock this into the subconscious mind and into the heart space. And we're going to exhale, 2, 3, and 4. And the last thing I want you to do before we open our eyes is to give permission to yourself to receive that. All of this abundance, all of this joy, this health, this independence, give yourself right now permission to receive that. And when you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes, and you can open your eyes. And welcome back into the space. Welcome to Pisces season. I realized I didn't do an acknowledgement at the beginning of this, so I just want to take a second now to recognize that the majority of the people taking these workshops are settlers on their land, and Indigenous people were here long before us, so it's our responsibility to reconcile that relationship and to include them in the conversations moving forward. And deaf people are real. Deaf people want to be included. Add captions to your video content, to your Instagram stories. Not only will you grow your friend group, your network, if you have a business, you will grow your business. Everybody benefits from being accessible. And it's the right thing to do, so just do it. See the interpreter in this video somewhere? Yeah, we've hired an interpreter to create access. Say hello, interpreter, wave. Is she waving? She's gonna be filming this later, but yeah, I bet she's waving right now. She has to, it's her job. Anyways, yeah, I love you all. I'm here for you all. I'm so grateful that I can hold space for so many beautiful people. There's like literally thousands of people who take these workshops. So follow your dreams, get there, adjust, release these old programs and ideas that make you think you can't do it, and get ready. Get ready for Aries season. Get ready for the spring equinox. Get ready for this summer. Things are moving. Even if they don't feel like they are, things are moving. The universe is constantly organizing all of the details on the other side of the veil so that you can meet the right people, so that you can be in the right place at the right time. So don't rush it. There's no rush. You have way more time than you think you do. You don't need to constantly produce. You probably actually need to rest way more than you're resting. So find the balance. Good luck because it's Pisces season. But yeah, smoke some weed, have some sex, enjoy yourself. Don't get too wild, but it's like, we're here for a human experience. So enjoy yourself. If you guys are interested in the 2022 astro calendar, the link is below. The 2022 tarot forecast, which includes a monthly overview. It includes the year ahead for your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. And it includes a 2022 energetic overview. It's like 6 hours long. You don't have to watch it all at once. You can watch it month by month or sign by sign, depending on which your rising moon sign is, etc. But like, it's fucking amazing. Super helpful. If you use the code 2222, you'll save 22%. That was the deal that we did when it was February 2nd, 2022, 22222. And I'm going to extend it for people who take this Pisces season workshop. So yeah, if you want to grab that discount code, it's below as well. But don't tell anybody because that's a special offer for you guys only. It was public for 2 days, LOL. But for the Pisces season workshop people, I'm going to leave it open all month as well. It's an incredible resource. Yeah, and I love you all, and I will see you very soon. Okay? Ciao. Bum, bum.